Hi friends, hope you're having a good day. It's nice to see you and spend some time with you. Today we get to learn all about emotions or feelings. And emotions and feelings can change all day long. They're how your heart is feeling and how your body's feeling. And it can change depending on what happens in your day or how things go with maybe your mom and dad or your brother and sister, and your feelings can change anytime. Sometimes our feelings can be happy and we see a smile on our face. Sometimes our feelings can be sad and we frown. Sometimes our feelings can be mad and we stomp our feet or put our hands on our hips. Sometimes our feelings, we can just be feeling tired, so we might want to take a nap or rest for a bit. It's really fun to practice a feelings game when you're happy so that you can figure out what to do with your body and with your words when you are feeling maybe frustrated or worried or mad or angry with somebody. So let's talk about some different emotions that we can feel. The first one is surprised. Can you guys make a surprised face? Surprised. This girl is surprised. She's going like this. And you can be surprised and be happy and surprised. And you can be surprised and maybe be sad. Being surprised means something is happening, but you didn't expect for it to happen. So you could be surprised if maybe a friend comes over to play that you weren't expecting. You can be surprised if it's bedtime quicker than you thought. It's surprising. You weren't ready for it. So she is surprised. This boy is feeling disappointed. That's a long word. Shall we clap it out? Disappointed. It's a long word. Disappointed is when you were expecting something to happen. You really wanted to do something and you're not able to. So you might feel sad or kind of confused. Disappointed is when something was supposed to happen that you thought was going to, and then it doesn't. Disappointed. What do you think he's feeling? Excited. When you're excited, your body feels lots of energy and you feel like jumping up and down and wearing a big smile on your face. You're excited for something good to happen. Something that could be exciting would be mom saying you could have a cupcake after lunch, or you get to go play outside after it isn't raining anymore, or you get to do an extra book with mom and dad at night. That would be excited. Your body feels happy about something that's happening. What do you think he's feeling? Worried. He's not sure about what's happening, is he? He's worried. Can you show me a worried face? Worried means you're not sure what's coming next and you feel a little nervous about it. If you're worried that maybe you don't know if you want to go to the doctor, or you're worried about meeting a new friend, or you're worried about trying a new food. Worry is you're not feeling so sure, so confident about what might be coming next. And we'll talk about a good way to help when we're feeling worried, okay? Oh, she's scared. We can feel scared in a lot of different ways, can't we? We can feel scared maybe if something crashes in the kitchen and you're not sure what it was. Maybe dad was emptying the dishwasher and a dish fell and made a loud noise and it scares you, startles you. You can feel scared if someone knocks on the door and you're not expecting a friend to show up. That can feel scary. It can feel scary if you try something new that you're not very comfortable with. That can feel scary too. This girl's feeling embarrassed. Embarrassed is another long word. Let's clap it out. Ready? Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Embarrassed is a feeling that happens when maybe you did something on purpose or on accident that makes you feel bad, makes you feel sad and wish you didn't do it. So if you feel embarrassed, maybe you accidentally bumped your sister and she fell down and is crying, and you were embarrassed because you weren't being careful of your body. You could feel embarrassed if maybe you took your friend's toy and you knew that you shouldn't have, but you really wanted it. You just forgot to ask. So that could be embarrassed if the friend came up and said, "Hey, I was playing with that." You might feel bad or embarrassed that that happened. All of these feelings are okay to feel, and it's good to use the words when we feel these different emotions so that everyone around you knows what you're feeling and can help you feel better. Because wouldn't it be a happier place if we were all happy all the time? It would. So let's make a surprised face together. Ready? Surprised. How about disappointed? Disappointed. You wanted something to happen that didn't. How about excited? Are you excited? Me too. How about worried? You're not sure what's happening next. Worried. Scared. You don't know. What was that sound? That makes you feel nervous. Embarrassed. You don't want to be seen. You want to be by yourself and process how you're feeling and thinking, Those are all great emotions. So when we use our words to tell people our emotions, it's much easier to feel better about them. I have a fun song that we can do with some of these emotions and some other ones too. Will you help me sing? Okay, you know it. I know you do. We'll start with happy. Are you ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're mad and you know it, put your hands on your hips. If you're mad and you know it, put your hands on your hips. If you're mad and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're mad and you know it, put your hands on your hips. If you're sad and you know it, pout your lip. If you're sad and you know it, pout your lip. If you're sad and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're sad and you know it, pout your lip. If you're excited and you know it, shout hooray. If you're excited and you know it, shout hooray. If you're excited and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're excited and you know it, shout hooray. Very good. Those are 4 emotions you can practice, as well as all of these, to let people know how you're feeling. It's also really fun to practice your emotions on your face. So if you look at a mirror at home and you look at your face and you make your face show different emotions, it's kind of fun to see what your face looks like when you feel that way. It's also fun to play a game with your family of guessing what emotion you're feeling with no words. So maybe you stomp around and you have a mad face, then your family might guess, are you pretending to be angry? Or if you jump around and have a big smile, they might guess, are you pretending to be excited? That's a fun game. It's called Feelings Charades. You can play that at home. Now, I have a story that I want to share with you that might have to do with some of the emotions we talked about today. And I want you to try to guess what the main character, her name is Sarah, is feeling during the story, because she feels a lot of different emotions and feelings, and we can talk about them. This book is called Big Sarah's Little Boots. This is Sarah. The author is Paulette Bourgeois, and the illustrator is Brenda Clark. Oh, the cover page is a bunch of little boots. Big Sarah's little boots. Sarah loved her boots. They were as shiny as a wet slicker. That means raincoat. And as yellow as a bathtub duck. When Sarah jumped into puddles, her boots went squish, and the water went kersplat. What does it look like she's feeling? Happy? Maybe excited to be out in the rain? She loves those boots. One day, Sarah tried to put on her boots. She pulled them and tugged them. She scrunched her toes in the tight little balls. She pushed her heels with all of her might. But Sarah's boots did not fit Sarah's feet. What word do you think she's feeling? Frustrated, maybe? When you want to do something, but you can't? Frustrated. She took off her socks, but even Sarah's bare feet did not fit into Sarah's boots. Oh no, she cried. My boots have shrunk. Oh no, she cried. Maybe she's starting to feel sad. Sarah tried to make her boots bigger. She stretched the bottoms. She stretched the tops. She stretched until she could stretch no more. Nothing happened. Definitely frustrating. Then she called her little brother Matthew. They tied one end of the boot to Matthew's horse, the other end to Sarah's bike, and they pulled the ropes until they got tight. But nothing happened. You see her face? She's starting to get angry, I think. Sarah gave the boots to her dog. He growled and tugged. She growled and tugged. But nothing happened. Frustrated, angry, maybe disappointed that they're not fitting. Sarah had an idea. She tried to blow them up like a balloon. She took a big breath. Will you breathe with me? She puffed her cheeks and blew. But nothing happened. She filled her boots with truckloads of rocks. The boots got heavier, but they didn't get bigger. She planted her boots in the garden where the sun was warm and bright. She watered them and waited, but her boots did not grow. Sarah was very sad. Her boots did not fit her feet. Her feet did not fit her boots. Sarah loved her boots. Definitely sad, huh? Poor Sarah. Has that ever happened to you? Something you love doesn't fit anymore? Happens. Mom, said Sarah, my boots have shrunk. That means gotten smaller. I wonder, said Sarah's mom. Maybe you grew. No, said Sarah, my boots have shrunk. Well, let's see, said Mother. Sarah was measured. Your boots didn't shrink. You grew all over, said Sarah's mother. You need new boots. I don't want new boots, said Sarah. Do you think maybe she's feeling disappointed because she knows they won't be able to fit? That would be disappointing. Sarah and her mother went to the store anyway. There were lots of boots. Rainbow boots, red boots, purple boots, plaid boots, buckled boots, zippered boots. The salesman showed Sarah yellow boots with a fire engine red stripe around the toes and a fire engine red stripe around the top. She's trying them on. She still looks mad. Let's see what happens. These are lovely, says the salesman. I don't want boots, said Sarah. They bought the shiny yellow boots with the red engine stripes. Next time it rained, Sarah put on her new boots. They weren't as shiny or as yellow as her old boots. When Sarah jumped into puddles, the water just went splash. But that was all. I think she's feeling probably disappointed still. After a while, Sarah's mother asked if Matthew could wear her old boots. Matthew looked so excited that Sarah said, "All right." When Matthew put on the old boots, he said, "These are so shiny. They're as yellow as my bathtub duck." How is Matthew feeling? Happy probably, huh? Looks like Sarah isn't feeling too sad either. She looks pretty happy to share. So, when Matthew jumped into a puddle with the boots, they went squish and the water went kersplat. "I hope they don't shrink," said Matthew. "Don't be silly," said Sarah. "Boots don't shrink. Feet grow." Matthew and Sarah went splashing in the puddles. Suddenly, it didn't matter that Sarah's new boots went splash and the old boots went squish. Sarah had grown so big that she could jump over the puddles. And when Sarah jumped, the yellow boots with the red stripes went whoosh. It was a big sound for a big girl. And Sarah was very happy. The end. So Sarah, at the beginning of the book, was feeling a little worried that her boots weren't fitting. Maybe surprised that one day they didn't feel good on her feet. She was feeling then disappointed when all the ways to stretch her boots was not working. And she felt angry, didn't she, that she had to get new boots. But at the end, she was able to share her new boots, or wear her new boots and share her old boots with her brother. And so both of them were happy again. She expressed all of her feelings with her face and her body. And she said she was feeling sad or she was feeling happy. And that helped her family understand how she was feeling. So anytime you're feeling sad or mad or even happy, share with your family. They want to know so you can try to make it better. Thanks for talking about emotions and feelings with me today, friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.